All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm so glad you decided to join us again for another deep dive.
It's great to be back.
Today we're going to be looking at something that's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is a topic that
Yeah.
a lot of our listeners are really into, and I think they're going to find it really interesting.
Absolutely.
We've got this article, Foreign Buyers Are Back in Thailand's Property Market. It's really eye-opening.
Yeah.
And it paints a picture of a market that's really undergoing some serious transformations.
Yeah. Big time.
The Thai property market, it's always been kind of dynamic, right?
Oh, for sure.
But what's happening now is something else entirely. It's not just the usual ebbs and flows.
Right.
We're talking about a resurgence, a major one. But here's the twist. It's not necessarily coming from where you might think.
Yeah. It's not the locals driving this one.
Exactly. So who's behind this surge?
Well, it's foreign buyers, especially those coming from China.
China, huh? So it's not just about the beaches and the temples anymore then.
It's definitely more than that. See, with China kind of loosening those COVID restrictions and their economy on the rebound, a lot of Chinese investors are looking at Thailand and thinking, hey, this is a pretty stable place to put my money.
Makes sense. I mean, Thailand's always had that appeal, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But we're talking about a real surge here. Can you give us a sense of just how big this is?
Sure. So just looking at the first quarter of 2023,
Okay.
condo transfers to foreign owners shot up by, get this, 79.2%
Oh.
compared to the same time the year before. And if you look at the total value of those transfers, it comes to a whopping 17.1 billion baht. That's a 67.6% jump.
Okay, so that's a serious influx of cash, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It sounds like this could really reshape the whole landscape of the market. And we're talking about condos specifically here, right? Not just any type of property.
Right. Condos are especially appealing to foreign buyers, particularly those from China. They've actually been the top foreign investors in Thai condos for 6 years straight. And just in 2023 alone, they bought a crazy 6,614 units.
6,614. Okay, so we're talking a serious chunk of the market.
Mhm.
So where are they buying? What are the hot spots?
Well, Chonburi is a big one.
Rory. Okay.
You know, it's got that beautiful coastline with places like Pattaya.
Yeah.
And of course, Bangkok's always a popular choice. I mean, it's the capital, it's vibrant, it's got that energy. And if you're curious about prices, foreigners are paying around 5.1 million baht on average for a condo that's about 45.6 square meters.
So Chonburi for that resort lifestyle, Bangkok for the city buzz. It makes
Yeah.
sense. But I got to ask, it can't be just Chinese buyers, right?
Oh, definitely not. There are others too. We're seeing Russians, Americans, people from Myanmar, Taiwanese buyers. They're all in the mix.
It's interesting you mentioned Myanmar buyers because the article pointed out that they're actually spending more per unit than other nationalities. Something like 6.6 million baht on average.
That is interesting. It could be they're looking for larger properties, maybe for families. Or it could be a different investment strategy altogether. Something to keep an eye on for sure.
Definitely. It sounds like there are so many different factors driving this foreign investment. But with all this activity, what about the Thai people themselves?
That's a really important question.
Yeah.
And to be honest, domestic buyers are facing an uphill battle. You've got rising interest rates, inflation making everything more expensive, and then there are those political uncertainties that are making things, well, a bit unpredictable.
So it's almost like two parallel realities, isn't it? You've got this booming foreign investment, but then you've got local buyers.
Yeah.
We're struggling to keep up.
Exactly.
Is this influx of foreign capital necessarily a good thing? I mean, what are the potential downsides?
Well, that's the thing. On the one hand, foreign investment brings money into the economy. It creates jobs. It can be a real boost. But on the other hand, it can inflate prices. And when that happens, it can make housing less affordable for Thai citizens.
Yeah.
It's a complicated issue with long-term consequences. We need to be aware of both sides of the coin.
Absolutely. And it's something that's likely to continue evolving. So to wrap things up, what we're seeing here is this fascinating situation. Foreign buyers, especially those from China, are playing a huge role in Thailand's property market resurgence.
Yeah.
But this brings both opportunities and challenges.
Right.
Especially for those domestic buyers who are trying to navigate this increasingly complex market. So, what does all of this mean for the future? How will this trend impact the Thai property market in the long run? And what does it tell us about global investment trends?
I think these are some really thought-provoking questions that we can all ponder. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure being here.
We'll catch you next time.
See you then.